Alright, what's good, guys? I hope everybody's doing well today. We're here to do your zodiac readings for air signs. So that's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So I will put the timestamps below for your signs, so you can just skip to your reading and yeah, save you some time. Also, don't forget to show me some love, like, share, subscribe to these videos. And if you just come to hate, hey, just do that, because either way, I'm going to do me, and you're probably going to get a message out of this anyway, so go ahead and stick around. And if these readings do resonate and you find them beneficial, be sure to check out my Patreon page. I have put a link to that down in the description box, okay? So always remember that all the details of these readings are not going to resonate. All right, so if it doesn't, it's all right. But if you're called to a reading, there might be a message in that for you. So yeah. All right, so let's get started. We're going to start off with Aquarius. And we're going to pull two of these archetype cards for you. We're going to get one to show what your strengths are. And we're going to get one for your shadow attributes, which is going to kind of talk about what it is that you need to work on, okay? So let's shuffle these cards and get the first card, which is your strengths. All right? Let's check out what strengths you have working in your favor. All right? Can we get one card for Aquarius, please? For Aquarius's strengths. One card for Aquarius, please. What is Aquarius' strengths? Can you give me one card for Aquarius' strengths? Come on, Aqua. What's going on? I'm an Aquarius too, so sometimes we just don't like to talk. Okay, so you got two for your strengths. The first one is you got for your strengths is the dilettante. I think that's how you say it. The light attributes for this card says delights in the arts without having to be a professional. Alerts you to the dangers of becoming superficial in your pursuits. So, yeah. You could be very creative. Alright. You delight in it. You're like, I don't have to have the credentials to do what it is that I love, okay? And then you got the other strength that you have is a femme fatale. This says highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. I'm sorry, I was kind of... So these are your strengths. All right, Aqua, let's see what you need to work on. I like that. Okay, I won't get sucked into just one card. All right, so what are your, what are the things you need to work on, Aqua? Okay, we got the shadow attributes for priest. Says violates the trust of your spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role. And then you got the queen for your shadow attributes. Becomes arrogant when authority is challenged, controlling and demanding. Okay, so these are things you got to work on. Might be a little arrogant right now and on your high horse. Okay, you need to take it down take it down a notch, okay, Aqua? We're gonna look into these, okay? So I want to know what this is talking about. Violates the trust of your spiritual community, seduced by your own spiritual role. So these are people who you know, they can be sexually promiscuous with the people that they, you know, oversee, stuff like that. And you don't like this person doesn't like their authority to be challenged. All right. Let's look into this. Which ones do we want to look for? Okay, so let's check out your strengths. We'll look into the strengths. The femme fatale highlights the erotic energy of the feminine, opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. All right. And we're talking about the Empress. Okay. Why is this her strength? Why is this her strength? Because she's opens your heart when your dependency is rejected. I want to look up, I want to look that card up because I'm not really sure if I'm understanding it. I'm not really getting what it's, trying to, I'm not picking it up. There it is. Sorry. Okay. So the femme fatale, Black Widow, flirt, siren, seductress, enchantress, represents highly refined skill at manipulating men both sexually and financially without investing personal emotion. Sometimes adds the twist of symbolically killing her conquests. Positive aspects manifest as open heart when the male object rejects her manipulations and dependency. Okay. Okay, so this is a female. This story is for a female who's been very skillful at getting men to do what it is that they want, and mostly to take care of her financially. She's been very, very skillful at that, right? Oh, oh, I just got this. Okay, so I'm like, these energies are kind of, I was having a hard time putting them together, but that's because, remember, we got 2 for the strengths and 2 for the weaknesses, okay? And then we got the dilettante, and then we got the femme fatale, all right? So these are 2 different people. These are 2 different people that we're talking about, okay? This one is one who's very sexy and knows how to manipulate men. This one over here is more like very artsy and, you know. So you can even tell, look at the difference between how they dress. You know, they're very different, these 2 energies, okay? So looking at this femme fatale, something that the light attribute, like something that she's been very successful at is, you know, she's beautiful, so she knows how to manipulate others to get what she wants, okay? And then I'm taking this femme fatale with this priest, and this is somebody who violates the trust of her spiritual community. So this could be someone in the spiritual community, okay? This person. So let's look into that. Let's look into the shadow attributes and violating the spiritual trust of their community. Okay. This person is someone who just doesn't care they're reckless with their words, and they're reckless with what they let come out of their mouth when it comes to the work that they do. Now they come to people and they're like, oh, you can trust me. They come off very sweet and nurturing and unassuming in a way. But then they go take that information and they're like, oh my God, guess what I found out? Once they get their money, they're very reckless with how what they do with that information. So it's like confidentiality with these people, with this person, doesn't matter to them. It doesn't matter. They just if they got their money, they just don't care. They just like, all right, I got the money. I'm out. Good luck. Really, it's like it's this comes off as this energy of it's packaged and it looks really nice, but the truth is the quality and honestly the type of work that this person puts into their work is just, it's like they don't care if the product is a quality product. They just care more about the marketing, getting the marketing just right to get the finances, the financial, gain. As long as that's good, they really don't care. Yeah, that's the truth. Truth. The card flipped over and it's like, yep, truth. All right, let's look into let's keep looking a little bit more into this shadow attributes. What advice does Spirit have for this person? The King of Swords in reverse came out. The King of Swords in reverse is somebody who's corrupt, a con man or con woman, and they abuse their power. They abuse their power of people who are in a tough situation. What else can you tell us? What else does this person need to know? Okay, so Spirit's saying the truth about how you make your money is going to result in that wheel of fortune that you were hoping for you're going to miss out on that because of the truth of how you make your money, conning people who are in a difficult position. And it's not just the money, but you violate their trust. You violate their trust by talking about everything that you pulled, and like I'm taking I'm sorry, I don't know where that came from. I was just thinking it was somebody in the spiritual community, so it could have been like a priest, a pastor, something like that, but I said pulled, so it could be a tarot reader. All right, very pretty tarot reader, able to get men to do what they want. So, and then, yeah. All right, any final advice for this group? Oh, okay. There might be some conflict going on right now. Let's make final advice for this person. And then we're going to look into this other person. Okay. Any final advice for this person? Your work, there's going to be a tower moment in your work. Whatever you built is going to come crumbling down. That's your advice. It's just the outcome, really. It's more the outcome of, because of what you've done, like the energy of what, the energy that you put out is the energy you're getting back, okay? So, it could have been because you were taking something from someone else. Could have been, you could have been taking credit for their work. It could be, yeah, that's what I'm getting. Okay. One more card. We got the Two of Wands, or Page of Wands, and then the Page of Wands, and then the Two of Wands. Make a decision to move away from the situation, whatever it is that you're doing. Yeah, I don't know if you can get away. The decision has been made. You now, if you're trying to sneak away and not get caught, judgment's going to be called on that situation, and it has to do with your work. Yeah. All right. That was for Aqua. And that was the first person for Aqua. And we're already at 16. Woo. Okay. We got to look at this other part, okay? So the dilettante, the light attributes, talks about delighting in the arts without having to be a professional. So you're like, okay, I don't have to be a professional singer to sing on YouTube, something like that. I'm just going to do what I love, right? Alerts you to the danger of becoming superficial in your pursuit. So what you're doing is trying to do what you love without letting the desire for money drive your, drive that motivation to, everybody wants money, but it's more about loving what you do versus I want to do this because I can make, X amount of money, okay? So let's look a little bit into this. Do I want to switch decks? Let's switch decks. Okay, so I'm going to use the light seers for this one. We're going to look into what is it that you delight in so much, okay? What is it that you delight in? You feel very carefree. And like it gives you strength in yourself, maybe. What are these, what is it that this person delights in? What it is that you find fulfilling. Whatever it is that you find fulfilling. We got the Tower, the Four of Cups, and the Temperance. So you could have had a moment where you lost hope, in what it was that you were doing. You're like, you were just delighting, right? You were delighting in this, whatever it was that you were creating. And then you had this moment of I'm trying really hard to do what I love, and it's not bringing me the fulfillment that I had hoped for. And then we have Temperance. Needing to be patient. What's the Temperance? What's the Temperance for Aqua? Okay. Temperance, taking the time, patience, taking the time to learn from the past mistakes, right? Fully learning from the past. Just go drop it. Then we have the Hermit. So, the reason why you've been like, oh, well, nothing's coming through is because there was a time that was needed for you to go within to fully learn those lessons, those past lessons. And then, okay. So what's going to be the outcome for this? Got Temperance. Like, be patient. It's coming in. What's the outcome? You got the Knight of Wands, like feeling free, you know, marching to the beat of your own drum, doing your own thing. And you have the World, you know, completing cycles, learning lessons, and moving on to the next. But there was a need for you to be patient because you were like, man, I'm doing all this work and it ain't coming in. When is it coming? You know, is it even coming in? Yeah, you were sad. You were disappointed. Yeah. And you're just sitting there thinking like, did Spirit mislead me? Did my higher self mislead me? Did my intuition mislead me? And you were stressed out about the money situation. But it's like you whatever it was and is that you are building, you know, it came from you know, you saw this, you knew, you know, you saw more, that there was more to it than what other people can see. You saw that vision with your third eye, you know, you're so other people can't see the value in it just yet, but they will. Okay? Once they start to open that eye, they will. It was slow building, you know, building this, you know, it took time. And you thought, oh my God, I was trying to leave, you know, troubles behind, and I'm just sailing deeper into, you know, the storm. But there was a need for you to find balance within yourself to be able to weather those storms and do it from a very loving way, because you were going to need to be able to weather those kinds of storms when you started to evolve in your career, because you're going to need to be able to weather storms when you have this victory, because it's going to be on a bigger, a larger scale. Yeah, you're going from, you know, getting pennies to, you know, owning the bank, you know, in a sense, you know. So you're really stepping up, but it was necessary for you to learn how to weather the storms, because the level to where you're going to elevate to is gonna require you to be able to do that on a even greater level. Okay. All right, that's kind of cool. So, what is it that you need to work on, Aqua? Okay. It says becomes arrogant when authority is challenged, controlling and demanding. All right, let's look into that, because we don't want you being arrogant, okay? We don't want you to become arrogant, controlling, demanding. Okay, so when I see this as something that I don't know if it's so much you that's being that way as much as this kind of behavior triggers you. It could be more just that it's a trigger. Like, you could be yeah, that's what it is. Because Aquarius doesn't like their authority. Well, that's true. No. My bad. Let me back up. Aquarius, and I know because I'm an Aquarius, I don't like people who are in positions of power when I feel like somebody is trying to have control over me. I tend to be triggered by that. So that could be something that you need to work on as far as your shadow attributes is not so I felt this could be for me is learning how to communicate. I mean, Aquarians are really skilled communicators, okay, at times. But we can be a little sharp with our words, and that's what leads a lot of times to misunderstandings, right? People don't understand why something triggers you so much, and so they think, oh well, this person just has a problem with authority, when it's like, no, it's not problem with authority, it's problems with arrogant people in authority who abuse their power. Because when you've grown up and been in positions where you were made to feel like you had no voice, you had no say in anything that directly affected you, it tends to manifest as an adult as somebody who's against authority, when it's not really the authority, because there's people in positions of power and authority that are great leaders because of, you know, the integrity that they have. But you get somebody who's just greedy and likes their ego stroked, it's going to cause them to behave certain, it's going to cause them to abuse that authority. And in abusing that authority, people get hurt. And so if that's something that's triggering you, that it's kind of time to be more mindful maybe of how, I'm not just saying you because I know I need to work on this, but be more mindful about how the words you choose, how you communicate, when to communicate that, being strategic. Aquariuses are pretty strategic. So, kind of working on that and not just shooting off at the mouth just because somebody, somebody kind of pissed you off. Yeah, it could be something that triggers you, something that you think about a lot from somebody who you thought was supposed to be loving and caring, and somebody who you were supposed to feel warm and safe with. You actually felt more burdened every time you were to question this person, somebody who you thought is supposed to guide you, right? The sun is about illumination, so this person is supposed to be somebody who illuminates truth to you. But every time you asked this person, it was just like you were out in the cold, like just it's just alone. This person didn't answer anything. So that's what it is. So when you're like, let's say you have an issue with politicians, somebody who's supposed to be working for the good of the people, right? And this could be stemming from an old childhood wound where you could have had a father figure, a mother figure. It could have been anybody, whoever you saw in a position of authority over your life that's supposed to be guiding you and showing you the ways, the correct ways. So that childhood trigger, anytime you ask questions, they probably got to get mad at you, and you were just like, why do I even ask? Why do I even ask? Because in the end, they're just gonna like yell, get out of here, you don't know what you're talking about. And you're like, but you're supposed to be, putting light on these questions that I have. And so now you have politicians who are like, oh, vote for me and blah, blah, blah. you know, I'm going to do all this great stuff. And then you're like, wait a minute. If that's true, then why am I feeling like this? And so you start questioning it, and then they get mad at you, right? It's so, and you're just like, oh, you know, it starts triggering something in you from that past. And yeah, it could be, with the Hierophant, it could be people in positions of I'm seeing it like politicians, religious leaders, you know. So that's what you're needing to work on, because that's triggering. So I'm not saying not to speak out. It's not saying that, you know. It's just learning how when and where, knowing when and where to speak on this devil. You don't want to go in there. The devil has to do with institutions, governments, religious institutions like schools, churches, stuff, you know. Anything else that this person needs to know? Be strong, because they're going to be trying to affect your finances. You know, because people in positions of power have the power to do asshole things when their authority is questioned, and so they're going to try to affect your money. What does Spirit have to say about that? You're going to have victory. Whatever you love to do, you're going to have the victory in your career. Anything else? Yeah. That new passionate beginning, that whatever creative project you've been working on, hold on to that. Like, don't hold on to your wish. Don't give up on that wish, because somebody's going to come and offer you something to help you get that off the ground. Okay. All right, guys, that's what I have for Aquarius. You got 2 stories in one. I hope this helped. These are 2 different people, 2 very different people, very opposite in energies. It's kind of like putting the real thing, you know, to next to the knockoff, you know, and the knockoff could be pretty, you know, pretty beautiful and shiny and fun and sexy, you know, but that's the truth, you know. You put the real one next to the knockoff, you're going to be able to tell. And I think that's kind of what came through here. So whoever this is for, there's 2 people here. I hope the 2 of you got some help out of I hope you guys got some messages out of here that you could use. All right, we're gonna go next to Libra, so we'll see you at that reading. All right, guys. Oh, don't forget to check out my Patreon page. The link is down in the description box. All right, guys. All right, now we're here to do Libra's reading. All right, Libra, let's just jump into this. We're going to pull 2 cards, one for your light attributes, one for your shadow attributes. So this is supposed to show us what your strengths are and what you're going to need to work on, all right? Let's get 2 cards, one for the light attributes for Libra. Okay. We got this one in the last reading for Aqua, so I'm not going to keep that one, all right? Let's see if we can get another story that needs to come through for Libra. And remember, it's not just your sun signs, guys. Make sure you guys check your birth charts. I think it's Cafe Astrology does free birth chart calculations. All you need to know is you do need to know you know where you were born, the day, but that you're going to need the time, so you might need your birth certificate so you can put the time to get a more accurate birth chart. And if you want to learn how to understand that, I mean, I'm not the best, but I can help you understand how to learn it yourself. You know, I could teach you how to learn it. But yeah, I'm not, you know, there's other, Maxine, what the, oh man, her name just eluded me, and I know her on Facebook. She's an astrologer. She's really great. I like her a lot. But anyways, remember your signs are, you know, you can have a lot of Libra, you can have a lot of Aqua, you can have lots of different signs. It's not just your sun sign. Okay? So, come on, Libra. All right. The first, for the light attribute, we got the teacher. The light attributes the ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. Got the teacher for your light attribute. For Libra, let's see what your shadow attribute is. What does Libra need to work on? What does Libra need to work on? Okay, thank you. We got the mentor. So the mentor for the shadow attribute says inability to allow the student to move on to the role of master, imparting false instructions. Ooh. So you, oh, look at that. Okay, so all right, Libra, this is you. We got the teacher and the mentor. The ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, or wisdom. So you are the teacher. And the shadow attribute is the shadow attribute we got was for the mentor. So while you are a skilled teacher, somebody around you is probably doing something behind the scenes to keep you from moving forward. And that could be triggering you. That could be a trigger coming up. All right, let's jump into this and see what we get. All right. So we're going to start off by looking at the teacher. This is your strengths, your light attributes, all right? Can you tell us about this teacher card for Libra? What can you tell us about this teacher card for Libra? They just fell. I'm not gonna keep those ones. Ah, my nose. All right. What can you tell us about this teacher card for Libra? What can you tell us about the teacher card for Libra? What can you tell us about the teacher card? For your strengths. So for the strengths, ability to communicate knowledge, experience, skill, and wisdom. So you could, so the Four of Swords talks about retreat, rest, renewal. So you could be a good teacher. You could be teaching how meditation, be teaching maybe even a new way of doing it from a place of love, meditation surrounding love. What's the Knight of Cups? Oh, self-love, sorry, that you're teaching self-love, meditation. And then we have the strength. So you're teaching how to maintain balance, staying strong in unbalanced situations. And you're teaching that through meditation and surrounding, needing for self-love. The need for self-love to, in order to free yourself from situations that don't serve you, right? So that's what you're teaching. What do you need to know? What support does Spirit have for Libra. If you are having a hard time finding ways to be able to turn this just wisdom that you have into a career, Spirit's here to say you will move away from that difficult situation, and you will have the victory that's going to bring you a lot of happiness. And there's going to be an end to the burdens that you've been carrying. And even that you not only that you're going to be successful in your work, but you're going to be successful in love. You probably have lots of options in people that want to invest in a relationship with you. They see you as, very wifey, hubby, material. This is somebody who is marriage material. Because they are marriage material, they're like high quality mate. There's a lot of people looking to take this person off the market. Okay. All right. That was your advice or support. Where's the message of support? Let's look into this mentor card and see why the shadow attributes are here. So somebody could be stalling you. You could be stalling someone else. What can you tell us about the shadow? What is this inability to allow the student move on to role of master? What can you tell us about the person that's doing that? The person that is not allowing the student to move on, they're keeping that a secret. Like it's a secret that this person has been doing that, and they've been causing, I don't know if they've been causing, but they've been creating blockages almost, and these blockages have created burdens. They don't want this person to move on. Yeah, this person is toxic. Oh man, this is a mentor. This is the mentor. And that's a secret. Like, no, everybody probably sees this person as, oh, they're so great, right? This is who you want to get taught. This is the go-to. Yeah, a lot of people thought this person was very sweet, caring, family man, family woman. This person is, very loving. That's how people see them. How else do people see this mentor? Yeah. They see the mentor as they're waiting for this person to make a choice about a queen of cups. So they could be looking for somebody this could be somebody who's about to retire. Sorry guys, my hair is always in my face. Somebody who's about to maybe retire from that position, and they're looking to name their successor, but the truth is the person that's actually qualified to be their successor, they are trying to keep them hidden. It's almost like they don't want this person to take over their position and outshine them. So, all right, what's the advice for this mentor? So if this isn't you and you're the one who's being held back, let's see what your advice is. This could be triggering you. Okay, this came through in the last reading too. holding on to, was it the last reading? I don't remember which reading. It probably was the last reading. But holding on to that wish. Don't let go of the wish that you have. Don't let go. There's a need for you to stand your ground. You may have to juggle a little bit, and it may feel a little burdensome. But you're going to move away. You're going to move away from those troubles. And the secrets about this devil character at work is going to come to light, okay? It's going to come to light, and you're going to be able to walk away from that situation into better situations, better work environments, maybe even. Okay. Let's see. Let's get some advice for the mentor. Yeah. The one who's trying to hold this person back. What's the advice for this person? What's the advice for the mentor? What's the advice for the mentor? What's the advice for the mentor? What's some advice for the mentor? What advice do you have for this person's here? Okay. You're gonna get caught. You're gonna get caught regarding what you did when it came to offering this promotion. This, you're gonna get caught because you tried to keep someone stagnant and isolated when it came to the work, to their work. You were trying to hide the type of work they did, or you just try to keep this person stuck. You could have even done something to threaten their home life, to make their home life unstable. Yeah. It's gonna come out that you wanted to keep this person in a state of confusion and stress. When this person was nothing but loving and caring. Justice is going to come in, and that justice is divinely orchestrated. That might cause some conflict in your life. But that's justice. That's just justice. What can this person do? Let's see what this person can do. Let's see if we can get you a lighter sentence. Huh? See if we can ask the judge for a lighter sentence. Let's see what you can do to make this right. You need to bring in justice. And then we have the Death card and the Hierophant. If this is an institution, it could be saying what you need to do to bring in justice is, wow, I don't know why I'm about to say this, but step down. Step down. Relinquish your seat or whatever. That's what came through. What can you do to make it right? That's what came through. Wow. Let's see if there's anything else you can do. Oh. Okay, so these all fell out. Waiting for a result, make a choice, make a proposal. You need to be a bold leader and speak the truth. And it may require you to do some introspection, go within to look at what it is that how you have behaved, and make that give official news that it's over, it's done. That's what it's saying. All right, guys. All right, Libra, I'm gonna leave it there. I hope this helped. Don't forget to check out my Patreon page. The link is down below in the description box. I have all different types of readings, different prices, anything to fit whatever it is that you need, guidance and help in. Yeah, so don't forget to check that out. So we're gonna move on to Gemini. All right, bye guys. All right, what's good, Gemini? We are here to do your zodiac reading. So we're gonna pull 2 cards, one to check what strengths you have working in your favor, and then we are gonna pull one for the area of your life that you need to work on. All right, I'm gonna start with 2 archetype cards, and then we're gonna get into it with the tarot. Okay, so let's start by pulling one of your light attributes. This is the strengths that you have working for you. Okay, we got this one. I think we got this one yesterday. Oh my god. Should we do this one? Okay, that was the bully. Let's see if we can do another story. Okay, we got that one. We got that one yesterday. So you could have Gemini in your charts. All right. That one wanted to flip over, but it didn't. So I just wanted to see what it was. I like that card too. All right. No, we got this one last time. Okay. Gemini. Take a breath. Take a breath. Let me get some of that energy, okay? Take a deep breath. Let's get some of that energy, okay? Because I think I'm picking up on some other people that I've already done readings for. All right, Gemini. We have 3 for your strengths. We have the healer. This talks about passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. The ability to help transform pain and healing into healing. Okay, so you're probably a very strong healer. And then we have companion, loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. So you're a strong healer. You're a great companion. Very loving companion. And then we have the Avenger. Desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. So you are like a justice warrior. You're a great companion to whoever you have is in your life. And you're a wonderful healer. All right, I like that. Okay, so those are your strengths. You got a lot of strengths. Let's see what your weaknesses are. Or the areas of your life that you need to work on. Okay. Let's see. Let's shuffle these. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time like connecting to the cards when it comes to these archetype cards with you. I didn't have this problem with the other 2 signs, just with you. So you may have a hard time seeing the good stuff that you have going for you. You might not be seeing the blessings that you bring to others. And then we have the exorcist for the shadow attributes. Fear of facing your own demons. So you fight for others, but there's a difficulty for you to look at yourself. Okay, so let's get into it and see what we might. These 3 cards for your strengths. I don't know if I want to look too much into these. I'm more curious about this exorcist card because for these readings, the goal is to get you some advice. And the thing that you're struggling with is you're having a difficulty facing your fears. You're like looking at yourself, facing your own demons, right? So I want to focus on that because that's where you're going to need the most guidance and support. Because you're a wonderful person, but there's something that you're not allowing yourself to look at. So let's see what this fear that you're not facing is. Okay, let's start off with the Five of Swords. So this could have been some kind of bully, theft, some kind of abusive relationship. And remember, when I was pulling out the archetype cards, the other one, the one that I put back, was the bully. And the bully talks about using that power to face the fears that bully you. So that's actually a card that I should have kept, and I didn't. But yeah, so there's a need for you to face this bully. What is that bully? Communication. Taking charge. Making a decision to move away from maybe moving away from something that you find comforting and stable. You feel very comforted and stable in this energy, but there's a need for you to start moving away from that. Okay, make the decision to move away from that. There's a need for you to face this fear, because it's gonna block your blessings. It's gonna block the good fortune that you have coming when it comes to your work. So being in this state of indecision on how to move forward has to come to an end, because that's blocking your blessings. So there's a need for you to confront this bully. What else can you tell us about what demons do you have to look at? I won't say demons. It could be just, well, if you're facing your own demons, you have to look at yourself. The Fool. Okay, so the Fool talks about taking chances, you know. Okay, so moving away, taking a chance, moving away from that energy that you feel very stable. So it's like moving away from mom. It's like moving away from mom. It could be somebody who's, you know, leaving home for college maybe. And then we got the Ten of Wands in reverse. Taking a break, finally saying no. Freedom and lightening up. So freeing yourself, right? Facing that bully will free yourself. It will free you. Because right now you are, you know, you're a wounded warrior. You know, he's all beat up. He's all beat up. Why is he beat up? Why is he beat up? I'm kind of, never mind. I'm not going to say that. But it could be, why are you beat up? Because you could have gotten some enlightenment from somebody that you live with. Somebody spoke the truth. They have a lot of love for you, and they want to see you have the victory, right? They want to see you celebrate. They want to see you be happy. But there's also a need for you to there's a need for you to find balance in your life, because right now things are it could have been a harsh truth that they spoke to you. And, you know, they did it because they love you, you know, but it was a hard truth about needing to face those demons in order to lighten up that burden that you're going through. So there's a need to strategize how to end that. What can you tell me about this Ten of Swords? Ten of Swords. Strategize how to end, like how to kill that bully, slay your demons, right? Find a way to slay those demons, because when you do, excuse me, it's like the Ace of Pentacles talks about something that is tangible, something you can see, smell, touch, hear, you know, something. And a new beginning, and like it could be friendships, it could be, hold on, what is the Ace of Pentacles? Yeah, we got the Strength and the Seven of Cups. So in a situation where you felt alone, you'll have a lot more people, options to surround yourself with. Because right now you're feeling kind of lonely. Yeah, you're going to find people who feel like family, friends, family. You're going to have that, but there's a need for you to face that fear that bullies you. That is your challenge. Okay, that is your, let's see. Okay, what is your advice? What is your advice? What is your advice? Let's see what your advice is. What advice does Spirit have for you? Two of Wands. Make a choice. Make the choice. What's the choice? What's the choice? What's the choice? Then we have the Hierophant. If you want to conform, do things like oh, okay, so make the choice. Are you gonna go back to your old ways, conform to, that are you gonna go back to your old ways and do things the way you always did, where you're always alone and just always walk away? Or are you gonna face that bully And it might be kind of traumatic. It might feel like that in your life, even though it's not. It feels very traumatic, but to do this. But you're gonna find like loving, nurturing companions in your life. So you're right now. You're very you have a lot of anxiety. You're obsessing about, you know, what was said. Okay. What advice does Spirit have for you? What, we have the Queen of Wands. This is confidence. Being self-assured. Being confident in yourself. Be confident in yourself. Build up that confidence in yourself, but also it's important to maintain boundaries at this time with a certain person. What is this Nine of Wands? Okay, so it's saying maintain those boundaries. It's saying there's a need for you to make the decision whether you're going to hold on or just move away from the situation. This thing that you're obsessing over. And Spirit's saying, stop obsessing. Move away from the situation. It's not that big a deal. It's not that big of a deal. Move away from that situation. Have confidence in yourself, and make the decision to move towards people that like align more with your way of thinking, your interests, because that's where you're gonna find more of the people that nurture your spirit. Okay. But in order to do that, you need to exercise these demons that keep you stuck, that keep you in a state of fear of getting to know people. You know what I mean? You know, trust me, I'm the same way. My son even told me that. He's like, so should I be like you and just, you know, isolate from society? Because I'm not big on, you know, going out and socializing. I like to protect my energy from a lot of people. There's, you know, if I hang out with you, that's because you have great, beautiful energy, and I actually like you. You know, it's very rare that I find people that vibe with me on that level. You know, I'm friendly. You know, I'm nice. It's not like I'll be around just, you know, trying to be, you know, killjoy. But if I, you know, want to make the effort to, hey, let's hang out, then that's because, you know, I like your energy. But that's, right now, it's, you know, finding people like that, it's difficult. It's because it's almost like sometimes we've been let down so much that we're expecting disappointment, and so we block ourselves from people that actually want to truly get to know us, right? Yeah, you have a lot of people that want to, like, they think you're pretty cool, they like you, they want to get to know you. Some people want to offer their cup of love, you know. Any final advice for Gemini before I let them go? Alright guys, I think I'm gonna get one final card of advice. Move away. Move away from the conflict. Move away from the obsession, and be confident. Be confident, kid. Be confident. Alright? Alright, guys. I hope this helped. And be sure to check out the link below in the description box. I have my link to my Patreon page. There's different, you know, memberships that you can sign up for, different prices. Anything that you might need help or guidance in, it's probably there. So be sure to check that out. All right, guys. We'll see you guys next time.